Hey, it's the Drone Boss. Today I wanted to talk to you about a tragedy that happened. There was a holiday drone light show accident in Orlando, Florida, and this resulted in a tragic accident where a 7-year-old boy was struck by a flyaway drone, and he had to have emergency open heart surgery. Now, we're not sure if it was caused directly by the drone or a pre-existing condition, but either way, our prayers go out to young Xander, as his family calls him. He's in ICU right now fighting for his life. His family started a GoFundMe, which currently has over $30,000 in it, and I'll put the link in the description if you want to contribute. As I mentioned, this is very sad, but unfortunately, accidents do happen. Just like with cars, with motorcycles, bicycles, boats, trains, helicopters, airplanes, even lawnmowers, and yes, drones too. So to put it in perspective, as far as the safety goes, cars, we have over 6 million passenger car accidents in the US every year, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Now, lawnmowers, which most people don't think about, but according to a study published in the American Journal of Emergency Medicine, there's an average of 84,944 injuries annually caused by lawnmowers. Now, airplanes, accidents involving aircraft that are U.S. registered civilian aircraft is 1,277, according to the National Safety Council. And drones average 740 injuries a year, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission and the National Electronic Injury Surveillance System, NEISS, okay? Now, for most of the common drone injuries, most of those are minor cuts, lacerations. And most of them are, happen on the fingers, 56% of them on the fingers, 24% on the head, people getting drone face, which sucks, 14% lower extremities, and 6% in the trunk. Now, most patients, 95% with a drone-related injury, they're treated and released immediately. Only one patient was killed by electrocution during the retrieval of a drone for some power lines, and he was doing it with a metal pole and electrocuted himself. Really tragic. So, when you look at all the numbers of manned aircraft, we have 220,000 manned aircraft registered, according to AOPA, versus drones registered, which according to the FAA, we had 1,792,037 drones registered in January 2021. So bottom line, drones are far safer than almost everything out there, especially manned aircraft, with over 800% more drones flying around than manned aircraft, and yet half of the injuries of manned aircraft, and they're very, very minor in most cases, says volumes about the safety of drones. That being said, there's still lots of room for improvement, and I'm sure we'll see some new testing, some new safety protocols, and all this is going to stem probably from this tragic accident. Now, there's a couple things I want to dispel, some of the things floating around in messages that I've gotten about how drone shows operate. So first of all, the drone company that was putting on this show, Sky Elements, they're a Texas-based company, and they have a long, outstanding safety record. They've been around for a long time. They've set several world records, and the most recent was just Thanksgiving of 2024. They did a light show with 5,000 drones in the air at one time, which is crazy, and congratulations to them. And the main thing is they have a long-standing safety record. Secondly, drone shows, they're not flown over people. They're a safe distance away, and they basically have 3 safety protocols or 3 levels of safety that are designed into each show. Number 1, there is the show zone. This is the zone where the drones actually fly, and it's just an invisible box. That the drones operate, and this is far away from any crowds. And this is where the drones perform the show. Now, secondarily, outside of the show box, we have a geofence safety area. So that if there ever is a problem with any runaway drones, they'll hit this invisible fence, and the drones will be landed immediately, or the power shut off immediately, and the drones will come down. Just like you can see here on these drones falling out of the sky in China. Now, additionally, the third level of protection, there is a second backup emergency geozone, which is slightly farther away. It's a bigger box, and This is if they make it through the first one, if they make it out of the show box, they make it to the first through the first geozone, then they get to the second zone. And as you can see here in Orlando, this looks like where a lot of these drones are falling down. Now, unfortunately, you can see this one got away and it was clearly under power, and this is the one that hit young Xander in the chest and hurt him. Now, I'm not going to speculate on the cause. Let's wait for the FAA and the NTSB investigations to be completed. I just wanted to shed a little light on this and hopefully give you a little bit of clarity. But I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, where we can all have calm, civil, and rational discussions. All right? Till next time, you take care and fly safe.